Okay, ma'am.
Today we are going to discuss about the theories from which we were able to confirm that our plasma membrane is a lipid bilayer membrane. Many approaches came into existence, or many approaches carried many experiments, or many experiments were carried by different scientists, from where we were able to conclude, or from where we were able to confirm what is the structure of our plasma membrane. Overton was the first scientist who worked on the plant root hairs. He started his work in 1890s, and in the 1902, he finally confirmed that the plasma membrane is composed of thin layer of lipids. So here, what he did, this Overton was having well concept about that the non-polar solutes are going to dissolve in the non-polar solvent. So with this information, he carried hundreds of experiments on plant root hair, where he confirmed that our plasma membrane is thin layer of lipids. Then in 1926 or 1925, Gorter and Grandel first, now we are having, till now they were having knowledge that it's a lipid bilayer membrane, thin lipid bilayer membrane. So what they did, Gorter and Grandel in 1925, they extracted lipids from human red blood cells. They extracted lipids from human blood cells, and this extracted lipids were then suspended in water. They allowed to make suspension of this extracted lipid, where they observed that this extracted lipids make surface area twice than the surface area of the RBC cells. So from this, they confirmed that the lipids are present in bilayer form. Lipids are present in bilayer form. As you can see in the diagram here, lipids are present in the lipid bilayer form. These lipids are having head and tail. These lipids are having head and tail. The head is composed of glycerol and phosphate group, and the tails are unsaturated or unsaturated fatty acids. If they are composed of saturated or unsaturated fatty acids, they are hydrophobic in nature. And the head, if they have head is composed of the phosphate and glycerol group, they are hydrophilic in nature. The lipids are arranged in such a way in a plasma lipid bilayer membrane system that their hydrophobic ends are towards the inside, and the hydrophilic end of the phospholipids are towards the outside. As you can see in the diagram, these small head-like structures are our head of the lipids bilayer. They are facing towards the aqueous environment, and in between there is a hydrophobic layers which are towards the inside. Now another scientist came, Davison and Daniel. Now another two scientists came, Davison and Daniel, in 1935. So what they do, they worked on the surface tension. They worked on the surface tension of the plasma membrane, and they measures its surface tension, and they found that the surface tension of the plasma membrane is lower than pure lipids. The surface tension of the plasma membrane is lower than the pure lipids. So from this, they conclude that there is something more than the lipids. There is something more present in plasma membrane than the lipids. So they said that these lipids are covered with the proteins. As you can see in the diagram, we are having lipid bilayer molecules, and above these lipid bilayer molecules, we are having proteins on either side, on upper side as well as the downward side. Even they said there is a presence of polar pore, which also is having presence of lipids, So they also confirmed that the lipids are not so asymmetrical, but they are arranged. They said that the lipids which are present on this are symmetry, like they are from the above side, they are in a straight line, and from the below side, they are also in a straight line. So this concept was used by another scientist, Robertson. This concept was again used by Robertson, and he gave a model, and that model was called as unit cell membrane model in 1959. Before his model, electron microscope was developed. In 1950s, electron microscope was developed, and this electron microscope were used for biological studies. In 1950, scientists have discovered electron microscope, and this microscope was used for biological studies. So from this microscope, they evaluate that the lipid bilayer is a trilaminar in appearance. From the conclusion they got from electron microscopic studies, and it revealed that the plasma membrane is trilaminar in appearance. So taking points from this concept, Robertson gave a model that is called as unit cell membrane. So what he said, we are having in center, we are having an electron lucent lines, and above and below we are having a electron dense. We are in the center, we are having the electron lucent, means जिससे थोड़े से electrons क्या हो रहा है, pass हो रहा है, and electron dense जो electrons को pass नहीं करने दे रहा, means ऊपर और नीचे क्या है, density दिख रही है, उनको band tight bands दिख रहे हैं, और लेकिन जो बीच वाले हैं वो थोड़े से हल्के से translucent, transparent, translucent और opaque concept यहाँ पे उन्होंने यूज किया है. The membrane consists of a central electron lucent broad line, and this electron lucent line is sandwiched between the thin line, which is electron dense. Means ऊपर और नीचे से क्या है, हल्की सी layer है किनकी, lipids की. He said in this way. So he said that this lipid is sandwiched between the two layers of proteins. One is on the above side and one is on the below side. With the help of X-ray diffraction, they said that the plasma membrane is having 7.5 nanometer in size. Like from this green up to this green, the total size of the plasma membrane was 7.5 nanometer, in which the thick layer, which is our thick layer, electron lucent one, is having the size of 3.5. From this pink head to another pink head, they are having, this is the size approximately up to 3.5 nanometer. Then this protein and the above and the below protein is having thickness of 2 nanometer. This was a postulate given by the Robertson. He also said that the proteins which are present on our plasma membrane are beta-plated sheets, which are like beta-plated sheet. But later, with the help of many techniques or with the help of many sophisticated instruments, it came to know that the proteins which are present in our plasma membrane are globular with alpha helical organization, like infrared spectroscopy or circular dichromism or optical rotatory dispersion methods. They were used, which confirmed that the maximum proteins which are present on our plasma membrane is mostly globular protein having alpha helical organization. Till now, concept was that we are having lipid bilayer membrane, and that lipid bilayer membrane is sandwiched by the proteins. So Daniel and Davison and Robertson, Grandel and Gorther, they all gave small concepts. And all these concepts were utilized by the another scientist. All these concepts together were utilized by other scientists. So all the information which was given by Daniel, Davison or Robertson was taken by the two scientists, S.J. Sanger and G. Nicholson. S.J. Sanger and G. Nicholson. They both were from the University of California, and they proposed a model in 1972. This model served as a central dogma for membrane biology for more than 3 decades. जो ये हमने उन दोनों ने ये दिया ना मॉडल, सैंगर एंड निकोलसन 1972 में 1972 में, this is the central dogma, means it's a universal dogma which we are going to apply on the plasma membrane since from last 3 decades. So that model was called as fluid mosaic model. If I will ask you, who gave the fluid mosaic model? Singer and Nicolson in 1972. So these two scientists not only gather information from Daniel Davison or Robertson, they also get in data from enzymatic studies. They also apply freeze fracture technique, or they also apply electron spin or spectroscopic studies from all data they collected from data from every experiment. Then they postulate this as a membrane is made up of a membrane, or the hypothesis or the technique or the model, they call this as a fluid mosaic model. So now what is this fluid mosaic model? Fluid mosaic model. Fluid means liquid, mosaic means roughly arrangement. Liquid and roughly arrangement. The lipids are in fluid form, and the pattern of the proteins which are present on our plasma membrane are mosaic in nature, means they are haphazardly arranged. Bimolecular lipids are present. These bimolecular lipid layer, as you can see in the diagram, are interrupted by the proteins. These proteins are mostly globular alpha helix in nature. We are having different types of proteins, like peripheral proteins are there, integral proteins are there, transmembrane proteins are there. Like if we talk about the proteins which are present on the surface of the plasma membrane, either inside or the outside, we call these as a extrinsic or peripheral proteins. Extrinsic or peripheral proteins. Now the other class which are embedded in the plasma membrane, and the proteins which are embedded in the plasma membrane are called as intrinsic proteins. And the another class of proteins which span the membrane from one side to another side, means जो एक membrane की surface से दूसरे membrane की surface में जाता है, फिर यहाँ से दूसरे surface में जाता है, जैसे जो हमने एक example पहले भी देखिए. Such type of membranes which form the span, or they are inside the plasma membrane, they form the many spans, like we have seen the 7 different spans of alpha helix in previous lecture. Such type of membranes are called as transmembrane proteins. We are having presence of carbohydrates, which are the sugars or oligosaccharides, which are only present on the outer surface of the plasma membrane. As you can see that there is no carbohydrate shown here on the inner of the plasma membrane. When these sugar or the oligosaccharides are attached on the proteins, we call them as glycoproteins. It means when the sugar is attached on the proteins, and when this carbohydrate or the sugar is attached on the lipids, you can see in the diagram, when this carbohydrate is attached on the lipids, we call them as the glycolipids. So many experiments were carried which show that there is the plasma membrane is fluid in nature. Even this fluid mosaic model describes all the properties of the membrane and the organization. This fluid mosaic model explains every property of the membrane and the organization, how it is organized, well organized, how this membrane works all together. And this fluid mosaic model is found applied to all biological membranes. ये जो fluid mosaic model है, ये हर एक biological membranes पे apply होता है. Like if we will talk about the nuclear membrane or membrane which are present on the endoplasmic reticulum, or the membrane which are surrounding the eukaryotic cell, all are composed of, all are accepted that they are composed as model described in the fluid mosaic model, means similar उनका structure है सब जगहों पे. Now, we have to, whenever the scientists give some hypothesis, they have to give evidence also. They have to give the evidence also. Many experiments were carried out which gave the evidence that the membrane is fluid mosaic, One scientist came there. His name was Bratton, Branton, Bratton, in 1968. He used a freeze fracture electron microscope. Freeze fracture, what we do in this case, we freeze our cells, then we break this cell, then we see what are the components or what are the impression on the plasma membrane. So this study, this freeze fracture electron microscope study, reveals that there are some elevated portion or bumps and depression portion on the plasma membrane, which supports that the plasma membrane is having intrinsic and extrinsic proteins. And the diameter of these proteins used to be in the range of 7 to 8 nanometer in diameter. उन्होंने क्या किया, जो ये है ना ब्रैटन 1968 में, उसमें एक सेल को फ्रीज फ्रैक्चर किया. दैट इज वन टेक्निक दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फ्रीज फ्रैक्चर इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप. तो उन्होंने जब इस सेल को जब फ्रीज किया, फिर इसको ब्रेक किया, फिर देन इस सेल को जब ब्रेक किया, फिर इसको हम लोग ने किसके अंडर लिया, माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर. वहां पे उन्होंने क्या देखा कि जो ये हमारा मेम्ब्रेन है, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, कहीं कहीं पे इसमें डिप्रेशन है, डाउन है, कहीं कहीं पे एलिवेशन है. मींस बम्प्स एंड डिप्रेशन they have seen on the plasma membrane, and these are within in the diameter of 7 to 8 nanometer. So this was the first evidence which shows that they are having mosaic pattern of proteins present in the plasma membrane. Now the fluidity. Another two scientists came, Fryer and Edidin. In 1970, what they did, they took two different cells. These two cells are having different surface antigens. उन्होंने सेल A लिया और सेल B लिया. उन सेल A और सेल B के जो सरफेस है, उन पे डिफरेंट एंटीजेंस है. इन दोनों डिफरेंट एंटीजेंस को इन्होंने एक को रेड कलर किया, दूसरे को ग्रीन कलर किया. Now we will assume that we are having one cell which is red in color and the other cell which is green in color. So they allow it to, when they were allowed it to get fused, those cells automatically खुद से fuse नहीं होंगी. They need something which initiate the fusion of these two cells, and that chemical is called a fusogen. Fusogen एक chemical या कोई भी चीज होती है जो दो लिपिड बाइलेयर जो अलग अलग सेल्स है उनको मिक्सअप में हेल्प करती है, वो दोनों को मिक्स कर देते हैं. So what they do, they take cells, उनको दो सेल्स को दो अलग अलग कलर किया है. Then in the presence of Sandia virus, plus many more things, plus electric field, दो सेल्स लिए अभी उन्होंने एक सस्पेंशन में. उसमें क्या किया, उन्होंने एक सैंडिया वायरस लिया और प्लस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दिया, जिसकी वजह से क्या हो, जो ये सैंडिया वायरस है ये फैसिलिटेट करता है फ्यूजन ऑफ प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. ये क्या करता है, सैंडिया वायरस फैसिलिटेट करता है. इवन ये आप आगे जाके इंशाल्लाह पढ़ोगे हाउ दिस फ्यूजन इज ऑकरिंग. एट दिस लेवल आप सिंपली याद रखिए कि सैंडिया वायरस जो है, व्हाट इट डू, इट फैसिलिटेट्स फ्यूजन ऑफ रेड सेल्स विद ग्रीन सेल्स. सो क्या होता है, मतलब जो ये हमारा जो ये नई सेल बनेगी उसमें क्या होगा, एक लिपिड ग्रीन होगा, एक लिपिड लिया रेड होगा, ग्रीन रेड ग्रीन रेड ग्रीन रेड. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ सेल्स, व्हेन दीज डिफरेंट, जो हमने दो सेल्स फ्यूज की, उसमें क्या है, साइटोप्लाज्म भी मिक्सअप हो गया, लेकिन उसमें दो न्यूक्लियर रहेंगे, है ना. दो सेल्स को हम लोगों ने फ्यूज किया ना एक दूसरे के साथ. सच टाइप ऑफ सेल इज कॉल्ड एज हेटेरोकैरियन सेल. हेटेरोकैरियन मीन जिसमें दो न्यूक्लियर है और जो डिफरेंट सेल से एक नई सेल बनी है. सो जो ये है, इन्होंने देखा कि जब इन्होंने फ्यूजन स्टार्ट किया ना इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ सैंडिया वायरस एंड द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, they observed that the whole fusion between the two different cells was completed within in 40 minutes at 37 degrees centigrade. क्या इन्होंने देखा कि 37 डिग्री पे the complete fusion happened within in the 40 minutes. So what it indicates, if there is an alternate lipids which is red and green in color, So from this, they conclude that the lipid is fluid in nature. एक के बाद एक आते गए. And another experiment, they also, not the experiment, another, they said that the lipid molecules which are present on the plasma membrane are having certain types of movements. जो ये हमारे plasma membranes है, इनमें क्या है? Lipid bilayer, जो lipids उनमें present, they are having certain types of movements. Like एक movement है, as you can see, एक movement है ऊपर से नीचे. ये जो pink वाला है, ये नीचे आएगा, नीचे वाला ऊपर जाएगा. This type of movement, simply we call such type of movement flip-flop movement. When the lipid molecule is coming from upper surface to the inner surface, or from inner surface to the upper surface, such type of movements is called as flip-flop movement or transbilinear movement. Transbilinear means opposite side से क्या आएंगे? Lipids आएंगे. They will do a movement that is called as transbilinear movement, and this movement is achieved by an enzyme. This movement is achieved by an enzyme. ये जो enzyme है, this is membrane bound enzyme, and we call this enzyme as a Filipase. We call this enzyme as a Filipase or phospholipid translocators. जो phospholipid को क्या कर रहा है? Translocate कर रहा है from outer to inner, inner to outer, means flip flop कर रहा है ये, ऊपर से नीचे, नीचे से ऊपर, and this was facilitated by the enzyme that is called as the Filipase enzyme. ये हुई एक टाइप की मूवमेंट, मींस ऊपर से नीचे, नीचे से ऊपर. Another is the lateral movement. Another is the lipid molecules exchange with their neighbors within the 10 raised power 7 times per second. Means इतनी fast 10 raised power 7 times ये क्या कर रहे within a second में rapid move कर रहे. This type of movement is called as rapid lateral diffusion. Rapid lateral diffusion, as you can see, जो ये pink है, ये blue में आएगा, ये blue यहाँ जाएगा, फिर ये pink यहाँ जाएगा, ये blue यहाँ आएगा. Like this way, there is the movement of molecules, and this movement is called as the lateral diffusion. First type of movement is the flip-flop movement, and that is facilitated by the enzyme, which is membrane bound in nature, Filipase, phospholipid translocators. And the other type of movement is the exchange of the lipids with its adjacent lipid molecule. That type of movement is the lateral diffusion. So here completes your all fluid mosaic model.